Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're plunging headfirst into a really fast-moving corner of the crypto world, the meme coin arena. Now, these aren't just, digital tokens. They're almost like cultural things, right? And the launchpads where they first appear, they really dictate who gets seen, who gets minted, who gets traded. Think of them as the gatekeepers, maybe, the accelerators that set the whole stage. So our source for this dive is a recent article, and it really pulls back the curtain on the competition between two big blockchain players, Solana and BNB Chain. And it also highlights this new contender called Four.Meme, which is rising pretty fast. Our mission today, let's unpack that competition, explore what makes Four.Meme tick, and then look at a frankly fascinating new partnership that's already making waves. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, and what's really insightful here, I think, is seeing these launchpads as more than just tech platforms. They're actually powerful incubators. They literally determine the visibility, the opportunity for meme traders and the creators. The key insight, really, is that whoever controls the best launchpad ecosystem, well, they're kind of shaping where a big chunk of the market is heading. And who gets to play.
Right. And for a long time, Solana, well, it really wore the crown in this space, didn't it? It was genuinely seen as the fast and fierce incubator, launching some huge meme tokens we all remember. When you look at Solana, you've got platforms like Pump.Fun, LaunchLab, Moonshot.
Yeah.
They really set a high bar. Community building, fair launches, super fast execution. We've even seen, institutional players kind of watching deep liquidity pools forming. It suggests things were getting more professional over on Solana.
Absolutely. That professionalization is a critical point. But, while Solana's high visibility and sheer speed are definite strengths, the article sort of implies there's a flip side. It points to challenges like, well, launch fees getting pretty high, maybe some subtle gatekeeping from those established launch pads,
Yeah.
and just fragmentation, dozens of tokens dropping every single day. It makes you ask, can a dominant player keep that lead if it gets too expensive or too crowded?
Yeah, good question. And that's exactly where BNB Chain seems to be stepping in. While Solana went for raw performance, BNB Chain took, well, a noticeably different path, really focusing hard on accessibility. And that, as you can imagine, has made it super fertile ground for meme creators who want an easier way in. So what's the draw for BNB Chain? The article nails it. Ultra-low gas fees, deployment is apparently remarkably easy contract-wise. And crucially, this massive retail audience because of its connection to Binance. That's huge.
It is huge. Accessibility is key.
And right in the middle of this growing BNB Chain scene, one name has just shot up, Four.Meme. It only launched, January 2024. But it's rapidly become the platform on BNB Chain for meme coins. So what's their secret sauce? The article lists a few things. They've got no-code launch tools, which is interesting. They use these things called bonding curve mechanics, basically a pricing system that adjusts as tokens are minted, aiming for fairer distribution.
Exactly. It helps manage that initial price volatility and theoretically makes it fairer.
Right. Plus instant pancake swap liquidity and a big emphasis on community-first, fair launch setups. But here's where it gets really interesting, I think. Meme is already one of the top 5 DEXs by volume on BNB Chain. I mean, it's incredibly fast growth in just a few months. What does that signal to you, that kind of volume?
Oh, that volume speaks, well, volumes, doesn't it? Shouts user adoption, it shouts trust, especially in a space this volatile. Now, the article does mention something important. They faced a pretty significant $200 K exploit early in 2025. That could have been curtains, frankly.
Yeah, definitely a major test.
But what's fascinating is how the team reacted. Apparently, they moved super fast, froze liquidity, secured the user funds, and that kind of quick, effective response, especially after a security breach, that shows a level of operational maturity, a commitment to security that's often missing in this sector. It's absolutely key for building that long-term trust. And clearly, judging by the volume, users noticed and appreciated it.
That resilience factor, yeah, that's a big differentiator.
Yeah.
Okay, so building on that momentum, Meme made another smart move. They've partnered with Av.ai, described in the article as a top on-chain trading aggregator and data platform. And together, they've launched this big trading event called Intermarket Storm. So for the listener, the trader, why should they care about this partnership? What's in it for them?
It matters because it shifts the game a bit. It moves beyond just hype towards actual measurable performance. This isn't just, another marketing stunt. This partnership, bringing in Aave.ai's tools, It means traders get real on-chain competition. It introduces real volume incentives to tangible ones, and it helps build serious liquidity for this new wave of meme assets on BNB.
Okay, so Avi.ai isn't just a name dropped in the announcement. They bring actual tools to the table.
Oh, absolutely. Their dashboards, according to the source, offer some pretty crucial stuff like wallet intelligence, so you can see where the smart money might be moving, LP tracking, that's liquidity provider tracking, letting you see what capital's flowing in or out of pools, and early signal detection, stuff that helps traders, potentially get ahead of the curve before a big pump, maybe.
Right, actionable data.
Exactly, actionable intelligence. So if you zoom out, this whole intermarket storm thing, it's more than just a competition. It's like a test bed for performance-based visibility for tokens. It really hints at where meme finance might be going more sophisticated, more data-driven. It's about empowering traders.
Okay, so wrapping this up then, it seems clear that while Solana is still, a major force in meme launches, .BNB Chain, powered by platforms like Four.Meme, is definitely gaining serious ground, measurable ground. It's offering that lower barrier to entry, faster deployment we talked about. And now, with this Avi.ai integration, it's offering a much more complete package, a full trading stack, really, for both the creators and the early traders.
Yeah, and it leads to a really interesting thought, doesn't it? As more platforms explore this stuff, transparent tokenization, on-chain, gamified trading, maybe even AI finding the next big thing, those lines between what we think of as memes, what we think of as markets, even mainstream finance, they're just going to keep blurring. So the real question for you listening is, how do you adapt? How do you find value? How do you manage risk? And this landscape that's becoming so much more dynamic and, gamified.
Definitely something to think about. It seems, based on our dive today, if you're building or trading in this space, now might be a really good time to take a closer look at what's happening over on BNB Chain.